Good evening, YouTube. This is Skynet 928.
No.
That's Mue, and today we also have a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dragon Lover 721.
And today, this is episode 5 of the 8-Bit Outlaws. So, we had just finished going and seeing the Avengers Age of Ultron. Any thoughts?
Why? So many feels, so much humor.
We're just enjoying ourselves right now with a couple of cans of Coke, some pizza. So if you hear that in the background, don't worry about it.
Also, warning, spoilers.
Spoilers.
All of the spoilers. So if you guys want to see it first before listening to us, go ahead and watch it. We'll understand if you want to see this later, or just skip it all entirely until you watch the movie.
Exactly. This episode is going to be nothing but spoilers. Just to let everybody know, Iron Man dies. That's how my coworker tried to spoil it for me. He's like, hey, guess what? What? Iron Man dies. You son of a bitch!
Yeah. Then you also have the fact there's more Avengers. They kind of need Iron Man.
Iron Man is very needed.
Why don't we just start from the beginning? And I guess first let's talk about one of the trailers we saw beforehand.
Yeah, we start from the very beginning. I'm sorry, but we don't have 2 hours to burn.
Such an ass.
But then again, Dragon Lover over here is going to probably want to include the Civil War series. So, sorry, Dragon Lover, we don't have weeks to burn.
I was not going to mention Civil War.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
She's currently looking at me like, screw you. So, just to let you guys know...
That's till next year. Or 2 years. When is that movie coming out? Next year, right? I can't remember. It's a Captain America film. See, I'm always saying it in my dash on Tumblr, and yet I don't remember.
Just to let everybody know, we have the links to all of our Tumblrs here on the bottom of the description, so feel free to like, subscribe, comment, follow our Tumblrs. Just to also let you guys know, I might say something stupid on this podcast. Dragon Lover is looking at me right now like she wants to destroy me. So if I don't show up in the next episode, then I guess it'll turn from the 8-Bit Outlaws to the 8-Bit Outlaw with Mue.
So anyway, let's start again. I just want to get this out of the way before we talk about the movie. Ant-Man is coming out on my birthday.
Oh, yes. I was watching that.
I thought about that when we were watching the trailer, and I totally forgot about it later. It's coming out on my birthday, and that means Skynet has to do something.
Oh, yeah. Totally not going to see that movie.
It looks interesting, actually.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll go see that movie. It actually does look very interesting. And
it has a cameo of Thomas the Tank Engine. How can we not see it? Oh, I love the train scene. I love the train scene.
The only thing I could think of was on that train scene, move, bitch, get out of the way, bitch.
And then boom.
Yeah, you're expecting like some sort of like dramatic scene, and then all of a sudden this is like, choo choo, oh shit. Nothing. It's like a little itty bitty like spill. It's kind of like, Tommy, pick up your toys. How many times do I have to tell you?
Okay. Now after that, we go straight into the Avengers, and I have no idea what was going on in the beginning.
I'll be quite honest with you.
Raid.
I have absolutely no idea whether this was supposed to be an action or a comedy. This pizza is delicious. Oh my god, maybe we should make this podcast about the pizza and how delicious it is. Oh my god, look at the cheese just sticking.
That's nice cheese.
Oh yeah, that's good cheese. Oh, here you go. You can have that.
Give it to me anyway.
So, it starts off with what I guess is Hydra. And
Hydra raid.
And it's just like...
was the Baron introduced in past movies?
I don't know.
I think at the end. Maybe.
But quite honestly, it's like... My question...
Not really.
My question, maybe... And I can already see the angry comments coming. Skynet, you son of a bitch. How do you not know this? How do you call yourself a Marvel fan and not know this? Okay. Is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver creations of Hydra? Or how does that work?
They explained it on the film. But they changed it for the movie. You see, in the original comics, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are mutants, the children of Magneto.
Magneto's kids that he didn't know about until they were older.
But because Disney
Talk about bad parenting.
but because Marvel Studios doesn't have right now the copyright to do any X-Men films, they decide to skip that whole backstory and give them a new backstory where they volunteer to be experimented on by Hydra in order to get revenge on Tony Stark because his technology killed their parents.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of wondering, because I kind of understood that they were children of Magneto, but I was like, where is Magneto and all this? And then that was actually a good point that I didn't think of until just now. It's like, well, yeah, they don't have the rights to it. I know Sony has the rights to Spider-Man. Who has the rights to X-Men?
It's the Fox.
Yeah.
I thought
20th Century Fox has the one for X-Men. Sony has Spider-Man, and I think also 20th Century Fox has Fantastic Four.
I think so.
Isn't that one coming out too as well? Or
They're doing a reboot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, thoughts or comments on whether that's going to be any good?
Why don't we just focus right now on this one?
I'm not too much of a fan of Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Except
Someone's got to keep me in line, because if you don't, eventually we're going to end up from talking about the Avengers to how my day was the other day when I was in the swimming pool.
You went to the swimming pool and you didn't invite me?
Well, to all my fans, I loved you. I cared about you. I'm going to sorely miss you, because at the end of this episode, yeah, she's glaring at me right now. It literally burns so bad.
Anyway, let's get back on topic.
See?
So
oh yeah, twins.
So
twins.
we are introduced to the twins, but we see the Avengers again with a bunch of humor. Like, every time they interact with each other, it's just so much humor.
It's like they went on Tumblr and they got all this stuff.
Thank you, Tumblr.
Like Iron Man, shit!
It's like, watch your mouth. Language.
And later on...
then everybody's talking, and then, I don't know, it's like, is nobody going to mention the fact that Cap just said language?
I just absolutely love when
and then they took it, and everybody just kept on saying.
Everybody just kept on going with it. I mean, I absolutely loved the humor in the first one, and then the humor in the second one was just, quite honestly, I couldn't even tell if it was an action film or a comedy, a romance.
Oh my god, that came out of like the left field.
Right, it's like
I was
Black Widow and the Hulk. It's like, really?
That one actually caught me off guard, because I know Black Widow in the first Avengers movie, she was the one to bring the Hulk back, but I didn't think there was a romance.
She was kind of scared of him, but not in the sense of scared, more like she can't.
But like, when did they develop the whole Black Widow's the only one that can calm him down?
I have no idea, but I mean,
I don't know.
Their stories kind of make sense. I mean, they both feel as though they can't really belong, because it's like the Hulk is like...
Yeah, Hulk is that, and then we'll find out something about the Scarlet Witch later on.
Black Widow.
Well, Black Widow, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's like, what does Scarlet Witch have to do with the romance?
Oh my god, those looks.
It's like, sexy three-way.
Not those kind of looks.
But I mean, quite honestly, though, I was a little afraid when she first told him. It's like, hey, big guy, sun's getting real low. And then she starts doing that lullaby. I was actually expecting her to sing. But then, like, when I saw her doing that little hand gesture, I was kind of really scared that the Hulk was going to get really pissed off, grab her, and then, like Iron Man was going to have to...
Do a Loki.
Something
you need the God.
It's like, boom, boom, boom. You need God.
Puny. Oh yeah, don't mention the puny human.
It's like, come on, I know Bruce is in there. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Don't mention the puny human. But see, that's just the humor that I love in it. And just like, quite honestly, it's like Marvel really does a good job with the humor, and it's just like a really good balance of humor along with the action. I mean, in all honesty, maybe this is just me. Like, action scenes were really high paced, but I felt like they could have slowed it down just a little bit. But at the same time, they had those cinematic slowdowns. You know, the ones where where, like in the beginning of the movie, when all the Avengers are there.
I kind of wanted to talk about that towards like more towards the end. I wanted to at least get through the story at least.
Okay,
we're jumping a bit.
Okay.
And we started off with the invasion of the Hydra base. Turns out the Avengers are trying to get Loki's scepter back, which he had used in the first Avengers movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when, but the Vision, Iron Man gets a vision, and was that produced by the Scarlet Witch or was that produced by the Scepter?
That was the Scarlet Witch, because I noticed that.
No. What the Scarlet Witch did, she basically undid the hold the Scepter had on, what was her name? Helen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Helen. She undid whatever mind magic the Scepter did to control Helen. That's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw what Ultron had in his head while they were doing the
No. She saw Tony's vision at the same time he did.
Yeah, because remember.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That vision. I thought you meant the vision.
No, the first vision. The first, not
yeah,
the
one where he puts his suit into Sentry mode. He goes down, sees the scepter, and yeah.
You mean the whole?
Was it Scarlet Witch? No, because
it was Scarlet Witch. Remember, she came back and she
Witch.
did that thing. I thought she was going to strangle him. She did that whole little zap thing, and then all you see is like the Earth being invaded. You see the Hulk being like, I guess, stabbed.
Basically, everyone's dead, and Captain America blamed Iron Man.
He's like, you could have stopped this if you tried harder or something.
So much shipping right there in that moment. He went straight to Cap.
Yeah, like he just went straight there, and he's just like, all this could have been prevented if you tried harder or something like that. Like I was just like, damn, that's heavy.
And so they get the scepter back, and Tony, still thinking about it, decides to tinker with the scepter and figures out that it has an artificial intelligence in it.
Well, it's not so much an artificial intelligence. This is really where more my degree kind of like sets in. What Jarvis is really Jarvis. Well, what he is, he's truly a unique artificial intelligence, but in a sense, no matter how you look at it, he's ultimately a very limited Turing machine, where he is pre-programmed to make all these decisions, but he does it in such a way where it looks like he has free thoughts. Now, when compared to the image that was projected by the Scepter, as Bruce Banner had mentioned, it looked like it had neurons that were firing, which, in a sense, simulate free thought. So I wouldn't necessarily call it free thought, because it seems to be I don't know what the story behind those gems and the Tesseract and everything is, but if it's something that was created by man or alien, then it's very close to free thought, but it's not free thought. It's still, in a sense, artificial intelligence, but very advanced artificial intelligence that breaks the rules that we have set forth in the laws of computing.
Well, my question is, how do you get that into a machine?
Well, the thing is that theoretically you can't. I mean, we have experiments and thought machines that really demonstrate you can't, although explaining just even a little portion of that would take up so much time that we don't have time for it in this segment.
Yeah.
But essentially, just to make everything simple, just for simplistic purposes, yes, it was a free thought machine that simply Jarvis couldn't download, so they wanted to put it into like Ultron, so that way they can make like a suit of armor, in a sense. Basically how we explained it, imagine having the Earth as a club and Ultron as a bouncer that keeps every bad person out. Mm-hmm. So the only thing left as a threat against the planet is the planet itself. Which I guess you could also say was kind of covered in the whole, like, Captain America. Which Captain America was it? The one where they had the 3 ships, they had to take it down and everything? Because Captain America 2, right? So, yeah, but in all honesty, it's basically, that's what it is. It's a free-thinking kind of gem, whatever you want to consider it.
Well, so we get that. He convinces Bruce to help him create Ultron. And then when they're at the party, Ultron decides to come to life.
Good jokes.
Oh my god. It's like, I can tell she wants to talk about the jokes. Like the one I liked the most was the guy who was trying to say, like, I have the tank, I put it on there, and I'm like, is this what you're looking for? And then like not even a chuckle from.
No, he was like, boom. Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah.
And then Thor is like, was that it? I thought there would be more. It was good.
It's like, come on, that usually kills. But it's at the party that you I don't know about you two, but like, did you kind of get like a sense that something was just gonna go wrong? Like, not after the party, but like during the party?
During. I thought it was gonna be during the party, but it's in the after.
After.
I mean, quite honestly, I think it would have been a lot better if they had done it during the party to give you like that sense of urgency and the sense of like people being in danger.
Yeah, but they had too many old folk.
Yeah, that is true, but the Stanley cameo.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Excelsior!
Thor's like, he hands a bit to Cap, and then he's like, it's not for humans.
Like, what is it? It's 1,000-year-old aged alcohol.
1,000-year age alcohol, not for human consumption. And he handed Cap.
He just hands it to him like, here you go, buddy.
He just puts like a bunch in it in the cup, and then he hands it to Cap while he's saying it's not for human consumption and serving himself. And then Stanley's like, I can do it.
Okay.
And then I'm like, that's a cameo point well spent. You always have to remember in every single movie, you always have to remember he always has one cameo point. I love him so much for that. And this is why it's very confusing for me whether this is an action or a comedy. Because quite honestly, you can label it as either or and it'll pass. Because like my rating on it is very high, which I'll give towards the end. But quite honestly, it's like you get like that sense of you get that like sense of evil, or well, not so much evil. Like how would you all like rate Ultron? Like I didn't see him so much as evil as more as he was misguided. Or
I saw him more like a kid throwing a rebellious tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry about going back and forth, but there's just one thing we have to talk about before we talk about Ultron when he finally came out.
That's true, which is
the Mjolnir scene. When everyone tried to pick up the hammer, that scene is actually more important than we thought. Yeah, that scene is more important than we thought. We thought it was just comedy.
Yeah, I initially thought that was comedy.
Yeah, I thought it was comedy too, but oh my god.
But somehow I read your mind that we needed to talk about that one. I mean...
I swear to God, Thor's face.
Basically, Thor challenged everyone to pick up the hammer and no one could.
After Hawkeye was saying, nah.
It has to be a trick. It just has to be a trick.
Are you sure that elevator is worthy?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, now that's the end. But no, I found it funny how both Tony and what was the name of his friend?
The Black Iron Man,
Rodney,
right?
Rodney?
Yeah.
Rodney.
Or am I just thinking Stargate?
No, it's Tony and Rodney, I think.
Yeah,
they were both got the gloves and were trying to lift it up with the gloves together. Cap almost succeeded though.
Yeah, that's why his face was like, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Especially since he told Hawkeye when they started, you can lift it, you became ruler of Asgard.
Right.
Because Hawkeye's like, if I lift this, I become ruler of Asgard, and Thor's like, yeah, sure, let's go with that.
I'll go with that, why not?
And so finally after that scene, that's when our friend Ultron comes out.
Yeah, we also have to talk about the fact Black Widow's like, I don't need to prove that I'm worthy.
Because everybody knows that Mjolnir can only be lifted by those pure of heart, right? Or is it sense of righteousness?
Although I think that's also a tie into the comics, was like, because isn't Black Widow supposed to be Thor right now?
Black Widow's Thor? I don't know who the female Thor is.
Oh no, it's not. It was before the female Thor.
Okay, I don't know about
she
that.
became Thor for a little while. She was worthy of Mjolnir.
I follow more DC comics than Marvel comics.
You love your little bird family.
I love my bird family.
And
those fucking toads!
Toads? Oh, Vanguard.
Oh yeah, I just got reminded. But speaking of Ultron, it's like he's in a sense like a misguided child, right?
He's
not like a teen.
He's Metal Tony.
Yeah.
He's a metal Tony. Like, if Tony was made pure suit.
Pretty much. It was much more misguided.
Okay, this I have to hear. This I just have to hear.
Well, it's just the way he tries to justify himself. Like, you know how most villains, especially Loki, like cool, collected, they could explain their plan. When you take Ultron off guard, like tell him, "Oh, you sound like Tony Stark," or "You're trying to destroy the world," he starts stuttering and starts
acting like a kid that wants to deny any influence from his parents.
I am not like my daddy.
Pretty much.
He just comes in. Who's your daddy?
Actually, no. Actually, remember Tony did say that. Oh, you're breaking your old man's heart.
That's true. But like in my mind, it just translates to "Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?"
Also, like when she appeared around the same time, they introduced the Doctor character, and she also plays a important part, and we didn't even mention her.
Oh yeah, Helen.
Oh yeah, what's her face?
Helen.
Yeah, she.
I was mentioning that part about Scarlet Witch.
Like she's the only one besides the Avengers that was still at the party, and they keep her alive.
Unlike you, I don't have a lot of free time, but is Thor gonna be there?
Exactly.
It's like, ooh, somebody.
Okay,
like
you have no free time, but if Thor is there, you'll make free time.
It's kind of like, girl, I'm sorry, but my man's there. What? I mean, my friend's there.
Hey, she's allowed to say what she does with her free time. She created a machine that creates tissue.
Oh my god, Hawkeye would have been screwed if it weren't for her.
It's like, hey, let's be honest here. I mean, quite honestly, at the risk of sounding gay, Thor does look pretty handsome.
Please. That is so nice.
It's like somebody needs to take a fan to his hair and just like give him that majestic breeze while he just like whips it.
You remember seeing the L'Oreal stuff going up on Tumblr?
Oh my god.
That beautiful specimen.
Yum yum.
But when Ultron first came out, it's just I was expecting him to be a little bit more robotic, but I'm kind of glad that changed, to be honest.
Yeah, like I don't like. For me, the way I pictured him was he's pissed off about not being human, and then he tries to become as close to being a human as possible. But, I mean, that's at least what I picked up off the trailers. And quite honestly, I thought Ultron was going to be that big old version of Iron Man, which we'll explain later. I thought that big-ass version of Iron Man, I thought that was Ultron. Because like, I kind of figured that Ultron would be something of Tony Stark's creation.
Oh, that was the first time you ever seen a Hulkbuster.
Yeah, I've never seen the Hulkbuster before, and this is from someone who's trying to really become a fan, because it's like, I'll be honest with you, I've never read the comic books. I probably should have, because everyone tells me, like, oh, the comic books are so much better. It's like, yeah, but,
I've read a couple.
You know, and a lot of people are telling me that I should also read, like a whole bunch of different variations. I don't know how many variations. I know there's, like, the regular series and the Civil War series, and then there's, like, an alternate dimension, but...
Young Avengers, I want to read them.
But... quite honestly, like, I didn't know about the Hulkbuster. I thought the Hulkbuster was Ultron, at least from what I saw in
trailers.
Yeah, in the trailers. That's at least what I thought. So I thought, man, this guy's going to be one hell of a guy to take down. I thought, man, this guy's going to be a son of a bitch. But no, I was very impressed with the way that they portrayed him. Like, honestly, I didn't see him as someone who was going to get defeated. I thought, like, a little part of him was going to live on, which is why at the very end I kind of got scared, like, oh shit, he's still there.
Oh yeah, I thought that too, but then it wasn't that. It was something else.
I know, I thought, like, a little piece of him, because I was like, I was thinking in terms of Ultron, like, if I was Ultron, how the hell would I hide my sorry ass from the Avengers? And I thought, okay, maybe I'll download myself into a cell phone, turn the cell phone off, throw it into the bottom of a sea.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, you know, I know what I mean, but I'm just going, like, through the possibilities of how I would hide myself.
I would have done it the rubble. Somewhere in, like, one of the houses or something.
That is true. Download yourself into, like, a fucking Windows 98 machine.
Here's the
Goddamn Windows 98!
Here's the thing with Ultron, though. He's not evil. He was never evil.
Yeah, that's why I was like... that's why I said, like, I didn't think he was evil.
Yeah,
He was more like a misguided teenager.
Vision was the one that put it up the best. He didn't want to destroy him, but he was misguided. And
stuff. He didn't understand what was what will keep Earth safe and what would destroy it. He. Everyone thinks it's two separate things, but sometimes they collide.
And it's just like it really comes down to like to a person's perspective, because when you really want to try to break it down like philosophically wise, it's like, how do you really define good and evil? It's like if I'm fighting with someone, obviously we're fighting for a reason. If I'm fighting with you, let's say, and I'm fighting about a certain point, I'm fighting for that point because I think it's right, but you're fighting against the point because you think it's right. But in all honesty, from a third person's perspective, it's like, who's right and who's wrong, and you would determine that based on who aligns with your beliefs better.
That's why Tony and Bruce kept thinking they were right, while Cap and the others were like, no, you're wrong.
And then Thor came out of nowhere
and just like zapped him, and I was like,
it's like, yeah, Tony was right, and then Bruce was like, oh my god, it's the end of days.
I just love that, just like that big old bitch slap that everyone got, and then it's like
from Thor. It's like,
I was like, oh yes.
It's like, Cap, stop, I got this shit.
It's like, ow! It's like, just like a fucking Asgardian to step in, fucking bitch slap everybody. Goddamn
like,
bastards.
yeah, we're doing what I'm telling you to do. And then that scene with the hammer, everybody's like, what?
Right.
Everybody had to reboot.
Even I had to reboot on that one.
Another thing that that made me think was Ultron didn't see Scarlet Witch and Pietro, basically Wanda and Pietro as his minions. He saw them as something more.
They're like friends, actually.
Yeah,
he was upset when they left. He was really upset.
And then he was upset that Scarlet Witch wasn't leaving at the end. And everything was going to implode.
And even then, when they started attacking, he's like, please don't do this. Like, he's not saying, oh, I command you to stop doing this. No, please don't do this.
Yeah, like he's looking at it like, I want to create a beautiful vision. I want to create a perfect world where the Avengers are not there to destroy it, because every time they get involved, they destroy. And it's understandable that there is a shit ton of collateral damage when those guys step in, especially when the Hulk smashes. Remember in the first movie, it's like, you do this, you do that, Hulk, smash. And he just takes off, starts beating the shit out of everybody.
But this time he didn't have a plan. This time they were more like they're each their own.
Kind of like, anybody got a plan? No? Okay. I guess go fuck shit up. Okay, that'll work.
I guess we just agreed we all win together or we all lose together.
But the thing that
they got so used to fighting with each other together that they don't actually need to be verbalizing the stuff. They're like, you're going to be doing that. I know you're going to be doing that. And he's going to be doing that while I do this.
And it's just like, I just like how they talk to each other. Kind of like when what's his face, Hawkeye was telling the Scarlet Witch, it's like, you have two choices. You can stay here and it'll be all good. I'll send your brother to come find you afterwards. Or if you step out that door,
you're an Avenger.
You're an Avenger.
You're going to have to be ready to kill.
Exactly. It's kind of like,
he's going to get Owen and she comes
like
out.
They don't have to have like this long ass winding scene or whatever that explains, oh, you're going to be an Avenger because you're going to be a good. No, like, it's either you stay here and cower, but we'll find you later. It's all good. Or you step out that door and you're an Avenger.
Oh, can we talk about Hawkeye? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, Hawkeye. I was not expecting the whole little hideout thing, and then like the little. I still like that. It's like little Natasha. No, little Nathan. You fucking traitor.
No, but when I saw the family, I'm like, oh,
they're gonna kill Hawkeye.
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're gonna go Hughes on him, aren't they?
They're gonna kill him. I was like,
they're
gonna
going
kill
Hughes
him.
on him.
I wasn't concerned about Hawkeye. I was actually concerned that Ultron was going to come and threaten the family.
No,
nah.
No, we weren't. What they were doing was they were trying to point the signs that Hawkeye was going to be the one to get killed off. They made him. They showed him happy with his family. They
showed up the whole promise to come back.
They showed him looking at a picture of his family
right before the battle started. And
it sucks because of the fact that I actually honestly thought at the very end he was going to die. I was like, no, this is where they axe him! Covered my eyes, and all of a sudden I lowered.
Oh my god, Hawkeye's gonna die. And then
I'm like, they're gonna axe him. And like you just see the Gatling gun X X X X X X X X X X X. I'm
And
like,
he's
oh my
like-
god, here it comes!
And he's like, "Ah, shit, protect the kid."
Protect the kid. I'm like, oh, what a noble thing. And I thought, man, it's going to really fucking suck if that bullet penetrates and still has enough force to come out the other side, still hit the kid and kill him anyways. Or at least, I'm like, if you're going to hit the kid, at least let him walk away severely wounded, but still gonna live.
But instead, we got an outcome that no one expected.
And I hate it.
You know what? Let's let Dragon Lover explain
No
it.
one expected this.
No, why? They made him love him and
So, ladies and gentlemen, the tragic scene as explained by Dragon Lover. Dragon
Why
Lover?
do I have to explain it?
Because it's funny that way.
And
It's not gonna even explain it. Pietro died saving Hawkeye and that little kid. Why? Like the fact that Scarlet Witch kind of had a breakdown right there.
But yeah, and it makes sense. But at the same time, I didn't really think that they were gonna axe him because I thought, couldn't he just like outrun the bullets? Kind of like when he grabbed the shield and then when they threw Mjolnir. I still love that. He's like, Mjolnir, oh hello, let me just grab that. Yoink!
Well, he is fast, but I think they established he wasn't that like real fast. Like compared, I think they in the comics they once had a crossover between DC and Marvel, and then between Quicksilver and the Flash still beat him.
Mm-hmm.
So Quicksilver again, he's a speedster, but he's not really fast. So he wouldn't have had time to be, and he can't carry Hawkeye.
He couldn't carry Hawkeye and the kid.
Yeah, that's true. I think.
So what he did is, I guess it took him so long to position the car that he used to block the bullets that he didn't have enough time to get to shelter.
I think they actually did establish, though, in the movie that he is fast, don't get me wrong. But
he got tired. He was tired.
I mean, because I don't think it wasn't so much that he couldn't move Hawkeye and the kid, because he demonstrated he can move the car, and he also demonstrated with the train crash scene that he can move all those people out of the way. But of course, he's a human being anyways. He still has his limitations, but I think there's a point
You
in the
also have
movie.
to notice that they were showing him he was getting really tired.
Yeah.
And he got hit by a bullet.
And he had already gotten hit by the bullet.
Yeah, and that's what I was actually getting at. I think there was a scene where they actually did a slowdown where you can tell, because you know how like when they do a slowdown scene, obviously the person who's still going at normal speed is theoretically the fast person. Everyone else who's slowed down is like, yeah, that's the way they see it. But I think they also did one where the bullet was going like a little bit fast, but he was going real slow to establish just like, yeah, he may be fast, but one well-placed shot from a sniper, like maybe like dead shot or something like that, would probably off him, because let's be honest here, it's like maybe the Flash could dodge it, but not Quicksilver. And that they made that very clear, which makes sense of why he got shot. Although it was still very sad to see him just kind of be there like, oh.
Didn't see that coming.
Oh.
Like when I saw them, but the part that made me cry was seeing Scarlet Witch's reaction, seeing Wanda break down and get on her knees and do the energy to destroy everything around her.
Yeah, and quite honestly, it's like it makes a lot of sense, especially when they really just throw a wrench into your emotions. He's like, you know, I am only 12 minutes older than you. It's like, oh, right in the feels.
It's like they're twins. They only had each other. They went through this process together.
Yeah, and then like they make it clear, it's like we were waiting for 2 days for Tony Stark to kill us when that second shell didn't go off. And you're like, oh, right in the feels.
And then it's like, why? Why? And then she's like, when that talk afterwards with Ultron, it's like, I'm already dead.
But
I know, and it's like, it was really noble of Ultron to be like, you need to go.
You need to save yourself.
Like, you're gonna die if you stay here.
I already died. That's what she told him. It's like,
Because Ultron already knew when he was defeated.
mm-hmm.
And and again, like, Ultron, I think he really cared about the twins. Like, he wanted to, like, even if I guess because he saw what he wanted in the twins.
Yeah, because,
evolution of man. That's what he wanted at the end, the evolution of man.
Yeah, because, like, as you or Dragon Lover mentioned, I forgot which one of you two mentioned it, it's like, he didn't see them as minions. He saw them as, like, you two are people with the same vision, the same alignment as me. Help me to create this brave new world that let's start over and let us evolve. But then when they came to the realization of "you're a crazy motherfucker." You know, he was trying to like justify it. It's like, oh, even the dinosaurs had a couple of extinctions before them before it was their turn. I mean, the same thing here.
But I like how he explained it to him. Like he wasn't explaining it to me, and he explained it to a friend. Like, dude,
he never tried to explain it to anybody else but them.
Yeah, but the way he explained it, he didn't sound like, "Oh, I'm your boss. Do what I say." No, it's like, dude, like don't.
Kind of like, hey, bro.
Can you see what I'm saying?
It's kind of like you trying to convince me to go with either Avast or Norton.
What?
That's the way. That's how I pictured it.
No, when you look at Avast, it's like hefty. Norton's like weepy.
No, but you kind of get what I'm saying when you explain stuff to me.
Exactly. But everybody remember, just on an off note, if you install Norton, it's like that guy looking at you like, look at me now, look at me, I'm the virus now.
The hell?
Also, well, let's also talk, since we're talking about the evolution of man, let's talk about Ultra's little vision.
Oh, yeah. Like,
vision.
I want to destroy the planet. Great plan. Well, where does that leave us? Kind of the opposite of being alive. You would basically be kicked out of the Being Alive club. If that's okay with you guys. It's like, so you're telling me I'm gonna be shifted from the president of the Being Alive club to the president of the Not Being Alive club. But remember, guys, if you get hurt, keep on fighting. If you get killed, walk it off.
But here's the thing I didn't like, though, is in the comics and in most adaptations, Ultra made the Vision to be his son. But in this one, he just wanted to have Vision's body, and I don't know. I kind of didn't like that change.
He started off like that. Just another body that he could use. But at the end, he was mentioning you were supposed to be, like me. Keyword like me.
He's like, but I'm not like you.
I guess I'm just used to other adaptations where Ultron was like, no, I just wanted either like another minion or a son. And I think it would have been more like more of a connection between Vision and Ultron. But they still established it.
In a way, that connection was established. More on the lines where it's like you're just being naive and all that stuff.
But also, he is Jarvis too.
Yeah, it's like their love child. Oh my god, I ship it now.
It's like,
Don't look
I thought
at me like that. I've been spending too much time on Tumblr, okay?
Yum.
Where are they gonna play hide the wrench?
Hide the zucchini.
Oh my god, don't even.
Why did they even include that joke?
Because it was Tony Stark.
It's like, where did you get that joke from, Animaniacs?
I love that. It's like, and for those of you who don't know about any Animaniacs, shame on you. You should watch it. It's a very good show. So we need to find Prince.
Some of them are too young for.
It's like, we need to find Prince. Hey, like, I found Prince. No. We need fingerprints. Just looks at him like, I don't think so. But I just love that when he just mentions to like,
yeah, you can't even remember her name, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I only remember Wacko.
Oh, like, no. I'm talking about Agent What's Her Face.
Just call her
Black Widow. Okay, fine.
Just call her Black Widow.
Just because she's an agent, she has a code name because you can't remember her name.
But Black Widow and Hulk, like, he's calling out to him. He's like, you two better not be playing hide the zucchini.
The green zucchini.
And I was like, oh, there's kids in the theater. It's like, they don't know what's going on, but the adults do. Yeah, the adults know exactly what's going on here.
Also, speaking of love, I love the looks Wanda kept giving to Vision.
Oh my god.
I love that. And especially at the end of the Vision saved her, and it's
yeah, she's like, the face.
It's kind of like, why, hello there, you manly stud.
Like, you're part robot, but I don't care. You're going to be my husband one day.
You are going to have my robo child.
It's like,
And that was the origin of
It's
Cyborg.
Two.
What?
Twins.
What?
twins. They get twins.
They
Oh
have
my
twins
God.
in the comics.
Oh my god! I actually was making fun of the fact because I know Cyborg has nothing to do with them, but I wanted to just. You know what? I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, you should stop
See,
talking.
like my lack of experience of comics is really kicking in now. I can already feel the YouTube viewers like pressing the dislike button. Shame on you for not knowing this. Shame on you. Probably gonna be petitioning. It's like, instead of Skynet and Mue, we should have a Mue and Dragon Lover. You bastards.
Really insulting the YouTube viewers?
Hey, they love
How
it.
low can you go?
Cue Herbie's Conrad. How low can you go? No, you can't go that low. Your spine can't handle it. My spine!
But also,
No!
but when it came to the Vision, I think we were all got to a point where we were all pissed off at Tony. All three of us were.
Yeah.
All three of us were pissed off at Tony at the
Yep.
same time because it's like he has that they're telling him don't do anything with it, and he's like, I'm gonna do something with it.
God
Like,
damn it, Tony. You
Tony,
already
no.
fucked up the first time.
And remember when Scarlet Witch is like Tony Stark reminding Cap about it? He's like, oh shit. I left him alone with
It's
that
like
thing.
Tony can handle it. It's like you're leaving new technology,
With Tony.
Lee Stark.
And his face is like, oh shit.
Oh my god, no. Because his little Vision, whenever he doesn't understand something, all he says is, oh, that's just science I haven't figured out yet.
But he will tinker with it.
Let's figure it out.
God damn it,
And
Tony.
it's like,
And we were all so mad. Like in the theater, all three of us, we could see it like, damn it, Tony!
and then Thor
Quit your
comes in.
fucking shit!
I think I scratched your arm, didn't I?
Yeah, you kinda did. I'm still bleeding.
No, you're not.
Okay, the viewers at home didn't need to know that. Asshole. But still, it's like, you look at Tony, like, Tony, this is one of those times where being a mad genius is really bad. Quit your fucking shit. I understand you have some really cool toys.
I was hoping they would
Like the
find-
Hulkbuster. I want the Hulkbuster. Can I have a Hulkbuster? How much would one of those run me at Target? Like
Actually,
$112?
the local comic store was selling one life size for $8,999.
Shit, for that price, it better be a real fucking Hulkbuster.
I think, or was it more? I think it was, or either that or it was 18,000.
Shit, I better be able to flip a fucking car with that goddamn thing for that price.
Nah.
That'd be really fucking
We
cool.
don't have
though.
technology that's enough to actually do that.
If only we lived in the Marvel universe.
Then we'd be fucked.
Exactly. But I can already see, like, Dragon Lover being draped in Thor's arms. Oh, wait, I forgot she's a Loki fan.
Bitch, you're not even right. It's Quicksilver!
But
Like, you can already imagine her just being like, oh, Quicksilver, whisk me away in your manly arms.
but this isn't her being fangirl yet. If they ever were to make either a Red Hood, a Nightwing, or a Robin movie, that's
I'd be
when
there. I'd be
that's
there.
when
I'd be
you'll
there.
see her.
That's when
I'd
she
be
would
there.
break down my damn door and just, like, grab me and just be like, Skynet, you son of a bitch. You are taking me to see that goddamn movie. Okay, let's go.
Actually, I think if I remember right, from Superman Batman one, they said Red Hood was going to be in it. I was like, yee!
How is Red Hood going?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It's like, is it Joker Red Hood? No, it can't be Joker.
No.
No,
The
Joker
thing is,
was the original Red Hood,
the
wasn't he?
Robin that's there, the Robin is Carrie Kelly. They're making Batman an older version of Batman, and Superman barely starting out. I'm like,
Wait.
at least that's what I understood.
See, this is why I don't follow the DC movieverse right now. I'm not a big fan of the
It
DC
doesn't make
movieverse.
sense.
All I know is with Batman, I be strong now.
If anything, we should follow more the cartoons,
Oh yeah,
the animated movies.
cartoons. Yep, cartoons.
God, I remember the Batman animated. But that one, I don't know. I think I want to talk about Batman in one of the episodes.
I thought we were talking about that.
I know, that's why I was like, I want to talk about it in another episode because like the baby doll thing that Mue showed me the other day, the whole baby doll thing. I was like, oh, right in the feels.
Okay, well, we'll save that for another episode. So we're still talking about the Avengers here. Hello.
Imagine if Batman was an Avenger.
I got pissed off with Falcon in this movie.
Oh,
why?
Where the fuck was he?
He was looking for Bucky.
That's no excuse.
He was looking for Bucky.
It's like
that's no excuse.
It's kind of like everyone. We got shit we need to take care of. And where the fuck were you? Looking for Bucky? It's like, come on. We got this son of a bitch over here who lifted up an entire landmass, was going to turn it around and just like shoot it back down at the earth to kill everyone. And you're off looking for your friend?
He's not even his friend.
It's not my friend.
It's Cap's friend.
Cap's friend? You know?
And we must remember that Sam was never a part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, he wasn't even supposed to be there.
But it kind of makes me
But War Machine was part of the army, not S.H.I.E.L.D. either, and he was there.
Yeah, because of Tony. Sam's connected to Cap, not
Cap
Tony.
can call back. I mean, he called Black Widow in this movie. He can do the reverse, and he put him as an Avenger, even though it's like
afterwards.
It's like War Machine had to prove himself way more than you.
Because that's how shit works, yo.
It's like War Machine had to wait how many movies until he became an Avenger?
I didn't follow the Iron Man movies.
Like four movies. 4 movies.
Well, you also have to take account that Warhammer probably had to leave the army before he could become an Avenger.
Not really. I mean, Black Widow's still part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, but S.H.I.E.L.D's the one that created the Avengers, so that's a really easy jump. While with the army, there's a whole bunch of regulations where you have to get discharged and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's weird, but probation period, maybe?
Could be. I don't know. I think it's more along the lines Rodney was a friend of Tony Stark and Cap's like, no. And Sam started out a friend of Cap, so boom.
But,
Cap's pretty much in charge.
But I'm kind of like wondering what's going to happen.
Because you remember Tony's like, he's the one in charge. I just provide the money.
Well,
and the toys.
We're looking into the future. There's going to be a Civil War, but that's a Captain America movie. But it's going to be a Civil War between all the heroes?
I don't know.
And
that's what I'm curious about.
And then the next movie is going to be a 2-parter.
Infinity War's part 1, part 2.
Yeah, so it's going to be... But they're a year apart, the parts.
Oh, they just knew how to screw with fans.
I think one was going to come out, was it 2017 or 2018, and they were in 2018?
Son of a bitch. I mean, I can hardly wait for like part 1 and part 2 of Matt Pat's review of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. How the hell am I supposed to wait for a goddamn 2-parter?
You have Ant-Man, you have Guardians of the Galaxy, you have Captain America, you have Black Panther, you have Captain Marvel, you have Thor, another Thor. We still haven't figured out what the hell happened with Loki.
Oh yeah, that was it.
And then
Then you also have...
They have a lot of stuff.
They have a lot of stuff. I forgot.
I hear they're probably going to make another Big Hero 6.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Big Hero 6 is part of the Marvel Universe, right?
No.
They were not?
They're sites. They're not part of it. San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, good point. Never mind.
They're not a part of the cinematic one.
But they are part of the universe altogether.
Yeah. Like
they're Marvel, but not part of the cinematic universe.
But it's now gone to be its own thing because it was a Marvel comic, but this is way different from the comic. So it's like its own little franchise. If anything, I think it would benefit more if it became a show.
What?
Big Hero 6?
Probably.
Who wouldn't want to see Baymax? Although that was a sad scene when he just
I want Young Avengers, damn it.
Young Avengers.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while because Scarlet Witch needs to make those babies.
Mm-hmm. And then we have to have the little breakdown.
But at least we have Scott. Well, we have Scott now, and there's where Cassie will come from, and we can get any girl to be Hawkeye, and any boy to be Patriot, and then
we need Hawkeye.
But that what was the name of? Was it Kang? Kang. We need a Kang the Conqueror first before we get Iron Lad.
Ironland.
But I want to know what happened to the Avengers at the end of the movie, though. But what can we talk about? Like the whole fight scene when he starts lifting the city off the ground. That was so cool.
He was trying to create a meteor impact. The one that wiped out the dinosaurs.
I know.
He explained it in detail, sort of.
And yet it wasn't boring.
He explained it to Scarlet Witch.
I liked it. It's like
I find it hilarious when Tony's like, "Tell us your plan." Yeah, I'll tell you my evil plan, and then attack. But then Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and he's just explaining like.
And that's what I like.
You really want friends, don't you?
It's like you're what I want in the future. Come to me and that's what he even told Mr. Black Widow when he kidnapped her. He's like, well, I want to at least show you this because I don't have anyone else to show it to.
Oh yeah.
It's like people like Shyamalan need to see this is how you explain shit, not that whole bullshit that he created in the Avatar movie, because fuck that movie.
Or Michael Bay with any of his.
Which Avatar movie?
You know, though, the
Last Airbender.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Seen it.
Don't watch it.
It's fucking...
Watch the cartoons.
Yeah, the cartoons are...
Cartoon either.
The cartoons are so much better.
I see it on my dash. When Legend of Korra ended, my dash was just pure that.
It's a really
I haven't watched it, but my dash was all that.
Like if you want, like whenever you're on I need to watch a show spree, put on Avatar.
Ooh, I started watching Game of Thrones. I watched 3 episodes.
But the storytelling...
Really, I would think you read the books first.
I'm lazy. I don't have enough time. I didn't even have enough time to watch the show, and I still watched those 3 episodes.
But
I was super tired
regardless, though, it's like the storytelling was just really good in the movie, and I like how they're able to explain everything that they wanted to explain without boring us, and like the high action scenes were just like simply amazing, and quite honestly, like.
And can you believe that they have so many projects lined up till 2020?
Oh my god. I'm really looking forward to Ant-Man, though. I really want to see Ant-Man.
I wasn't looking forward to it, but after watching the trailer, I'm like, oh my god.
Yes.
We were looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we just went to see it, and...
Oh, that was beautiful.
I know. I don't know why. The most memorable thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy for me is the soundtrack.
Yeah, also the soundtrack.
And Groot. I am Groot.
We are
Dancing Groot.
Oh, what is a dancing Groot like?
And then you see the other guy turn around, it's like he just stops and she's like,
freeze.
And he like turns and goes back to sharpening his blades. I just love Batista as what's his face.
Oh, Batista, how did you get apart? He was what's it, Drax? No. Was it Drax?
What was the name of that alien guy?
No. Drax the Destroyer?
Something like that, right? So, although I will admit, though, Gamora was fucking badass, especially Rocket Raccoon or whatever his name is.
It gets me so mad thinking about it. You have Gamora, you have Black Widow, and there's not enough merchandise of them or anything for them.
Actually, I haven't even seen anything for them. Like when I go to a store. And I pass
Let's be honest here, Black Widow and Scarlet Witch were complete badasses in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I was like, you go, girls.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be quite honest with you.
And I love it when she was having the little mini panic attack, and Hawkeye's like, you got this.
Yes.
Don't worry, you got this. There's this happening, cities floating in the air, or fighting a robot army, and I'm here with the bow and an arrow, and it doesn't make sense. But
you got this.
You got this.
You got this. I don't know. It was just like, it gets really heavy at the end, you know. Just,
oh my god.
Especially when What's-His-Face dies. He was so unmemorable, I can't remember his name.
You shut the fuck up.
And no, And the line he says, his last words like, "You didn't see that coming."
I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like, Ultra, you son of a bitch.
And then I thought Hawkeye might die, because he got wounded with the gun in the side that he got wounded at the beginning of the movie.
But he managed to make it back to his family. And I guess it was hard to get, because after his death, they tried to go for a joke.
I know.
With Hulk.
With Vision, no?
No, it was with Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk went into the Hulk carrier and threw him out. And he went, and basically Ultron had the Loki reaction to it, and it was a funny scene, but we couldn't enjoy it because,
oh my god, you just punched me right in the feels, and you want to make a joke.
We're here crying.
I was laughing.
You are so dead.
You were crying.
No, I wasn't.
I saw your eyes. You were like, ooh.
No.
You just don't like to make you cry.
No, I actually didn't cry. What? I felt bad for like a second.
Why are you so heartless?
Because.
That's it. Go to Kingdom Hearts and have Sword for you.
Okay, that is my one weakness. That is my one fatal flaw. Screw you. The very end when Sora is trying to hold on to Kairi, and then as soon as their hands let go and it starts like, "Will you walk away?" I'm like, oh, right in the feels.
I haven't finished the game.
The first one?
Oh, trust me, that's not a spoiler at all.
I know, I'm just playing around with it.
But like, I don't know. But what really hit me in the feels was that scene, and then what hit me even harder in the feels was the fact that I had a roommate that stole my memory card. I still have the original games, which thankfully he didn't take, but he stole my PlayStation 2, my Xbox, he stole my memory cards, he stole... I can give you a list of shit he stole from me. He stole about $4,000 worth of merchandise off of me, which sucks. But none of it compared to my save files, because I actually had save points of different scenes I wanted to see again, and he stole that from me. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I thought you found it.
No, I didn't.
It wasn't it?
No, I found another memory card, but that wasn't it. Okay, so ultimately, but first, before we do, I want to know what exactly happened. Because like, you notice Black Widow's trying to get Hulk to come back, and he's like, "I can't track you because you're in stealth mode, so I need you to do me a favor."
Oh my god!
Like, you see him go off, and then you see Thor take off back to Asgard, and then like Captain America, I don't know what happens to him, but I think
he stays as an Avenger.
Yeah, like
Tony
Tony's,
leaves.
Like, there we go. Actually, yeah, I was thinking about it, but I thought about it backwards.
Tony's the one that leaves.
It's like, did they really leave, or is they on hiatus? Or?
Well, Thor left to figure stuff out, so I think that's leading up to the third Thor movie.
Okay. That makes sense.
Hulk, Bruce, he's, off hiding, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's being Hulk.
He's being himself.
It's like,
basically,
don't look for me because I can hurt you. Bye-bye.
I know, and I'm like, you just connected with each other and everything, and I'm like, why? I know you're probably pissed off at what Natasha did, but God, you pretty much hurt her feelings, damn it.
It's like, oh, cock block.
Pretty much.
It's like, knock knock, who's there, cock block? And then let's see, like, but I was like, I'm wondering, like, who are the new guys? Because I know it's still Captain America, still Black Widow, and then we had Scarlet Witch, then we had Vision, and then we had what's his face, the Black Iron Man.
War Machine.
There we go. I keep forgetting. Everyone's probably looking at me like, the Black Iron Man? What do you got against black people? You racist son of a bitch. That's not what I'm...
And the last one's Falcon.
Falcon there. Who was nowhere to be found, you son of a bitch.
He was off looking for Bucky.
Yeah. And they didn't even complete the phrase.
What phrase?
Avengers.
It didn't even...
Oh, yeah, and like, Avengers? And I'm like, oh, he's gonna say it! And then it's like, cock block on that one too. I was like, ah!
So, should we give each our ratings?
Okay, so because Dragon Lover's our guest, we'll let her kind of give a summary of the movie and then her rating. Well, not a summary of the movie, but like kind of like a summary of your overall thoughts on the movie, what they did right, what they could have done better, and then your rating.
Yeah. Nah, you go first.
Oh, come on, you're our special guest.
I don't care.
Be our guest. Da, 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 da.
You're already doing it wrong.
I don't really care. But overall, it's like I thought the movie was very high paced, very very action oriented. Had some good comedy moments in it. The only thing I would say that I didn't like about it was I think they just kind of need to slow it down just a little bit. But at the same time, it is a Marvel action movie with heroes in it, so maybe that's not really a valid con about it. But even then, it's like the story was fluent. It made sense. They explained everything well. Overall, my overall score was 1 out of 10 because they didn't let Captain America finish his phrase.
Idiot.
Okay, fine. Overall, it's like I'm not going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10, but I'll give it like maybe a 9.6 out of 10.
You like to go one step beyond.
Oh, yes.
As for me, I'm going to say it was a really amusing movie. It was really great. But it does have its flaws. I felt there was way too much romance and too much needed things in the story. Like, giving Hawkeye a family wasn't needed. It wasn't needed, really. The romance between Black Widow and the Hulk probably wasn't needed as well.
Yes, it should have totally been between the Hulk and Tony Stark.
No, I don't think there should have been. I just don't think there should have been any romance whatsoever. Like, and the whole the whole Black Widow justifying she loves the Hulk because she's sterile really doesn't.
No, I think
it's not so much that she's sterile.
It's not. She was justifying like that. She was justifying that the fact that Bruce couldn't have children shouldn't be the reason why he should refuse to be with her.
But even then,
because
I think it was the whole they can't belong in this world.
Can I finish?
No.
Sorry.
It's not again my review part. Again, yes, I know that wasn't just the only justification, but I felt there wasn't really much building up to this romance except for a scene in the first movie.
Okay, baby. What?
And again, this movie was funny, but I think it probably took too much humor. It tried to be too funny at times.
Mm-hmm.
Especially trying to add humor right after the
Quicksilver part.
Yeah, and then also the whole zucchini thing was not needed. That zucchini comment was not needed. I don't care if it's adult humor. There was no need for adult humor. And so, and also the pacing. At least some of the action scenes were so fast you couldn't even tell what was going on. So I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10.
Damn.
Again, it's still about the same I gave the first movie too. The first movie was great, but it does have its flaws.
I'll go ahead and donate some of my points to her score. So, so her new rating is 8.6 out of 10, and mine's a 9 out of 10.
You're dumbass.
Not gonna raise it. I just think it's an 8 out of 10. Maybe an 8.5 out of 10 the most, but I don't.
Then that makes her some 9.1 out of 10 after I finish donating.
I just don't see it as a 9 out of 10 movie. It's a great movie and it was really entertaining, but it does have a lot of flaws and a lot of things that were really needed. Although some nice tidbits here and there were nice. I mean, Wakanda. I needed more Wakanda. They could have done a great setup for Black Panther there. No.
And now you have no choice but to give your review.
Yeah, I've never done reviews, so I'm just going to say I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's no fair. You didn't even say what you liked and didn't like about the movie.
I didn't like that they killed Quicksilver off.
Okay, but basically, Did it make her fangirl? Yes. Did it make her cry? Yes. And did it make her rage? Yes. It's a good movie for her.
Yep, definitely.
Exactly. She fangirled so much we got thrown out of the theater 3 times.
Liar.
for Dragon Lover, it's if she's able to go on the Fields train, on a rapid Fields train, it's a good movie. It has to be the rapid Fields train.
It's like, woo woo, let's go, destination unknown.
Destination right on the fields.
Right on the fields.
Break my heart and make me cry.
Oh my goodness! But overall, I think it's unanimous that we all think it's a good movie. Yeah, granted, there's really no perfect movie or show, with maybe Avatar: The Last Airbender as one of the exceptions. So let's be honest here; it's a really good show, but that's not what this episode's about. But to be honest with you, it's like, yeah, it was a good movie. I can't wait for the other ones like Ant-Man and to see what's going on. I really honestly thought, though, that Ultron did not die at the end, though, because I was like, oh my god, that hand!
With the gauntlet.
Yes.
But the Vision is still alive, and he's part Ultron.
I thought it was established that he wasn't.
No, he's part Ultron.
He's part
it's established
Ultron.
He's part
I thought they completely wiped Ultron.
No. The thing is that they added Jarvis in there.
So he's half and half.
He's more like half and half.
So is there a possibility he can go evil, or?
I think that's probably what they're gonna.
He's like a person.
Yeah, I think it's
like any other person. He himself admitted.
But the mind gem is what's keeping him, I think, right now, logically thinking.
Being logical.
Okay, so before we wrap this up, do you want to just say a quick update about the bear in the room?
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Just a quick little update because we have to mention it.
Yes, everyone's probably going to be asking for it. Now, Scott Cawthorn, that son of a bitch, says that he's going to release it on Halloween, but I highly, highly doubt it. Everybody knows that it's Dragon Lover's favorite friend.
What?
Freddy Fazbear.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, you can tell by her reaction. She fantasizes like, oh, Freddy, please whisk me away in your manly bear arms.
Please, it's all about Foxy and the Night Guard.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait, are you talking about Foxy or Mangled?
I think she only followed the first game. She didn't follow the rest.
If anything, I think what we should do is we should do like a reaction of people playing the games, starting with Dragon Lover over here.
You will never get me to play the game.
Oh, yes, I have my ways.
But what are you even talking about? You're not even mentioning what you're talking about.
Oh, yes. Five Nights at Freddy's is no longer going to be a trilogy, but rather...
4 stories, and this is apparently the final one.
Yeah, hopefully. But then again, Scott Cawthorn, he'll probably be like, the final chapter, oh wait, if you brighten the image a little bit more, you can see a little question mark. Like, you son of a bitch!
But now Freddy has 4 heads. His regular head is in the torso and in the thing, and it looks like he has these ravenous pimples all over his body.
I thought it was established that Purple Guy was dead already, or something like that.
No, as our friend CG put, Springtrap left.
That is true. He did leave.
Springtrap left?
Oh, trust me, you'll learn about him soon enough when we have you play Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Springtrap is the animatronic from the 3rd game. He's actually the spirit of the Purple Guy, because the Purple Guy went into a suit to hide from the children after he destroyed the animatronics. And, well, the suit was a booby trap, and it killed him. And his body and soul is inside Springtrap.
Now, all I know about Five Nights at Freddy was that one song thing I reblogged. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I actually reblogged it and favorited it myself. And
that was an awesome thing. And I seen, the fan art, and I'm like, so beautiful. I'm never going to play the game, but so beautiful.
Well, we really don't play the games too much ourselves, but we love to listen to the stories. We love to, I guess, make research on the stories.
Well, to be honest with you, I've actually kind of played those games.
Shaq, you know who, right? What's his name?
No,
well, over there at the Gamers Club. I love hearing their theories and stuff. Oh my god.
Their theories are so wrong.
You're wrong.
Your face.
So, is there anything else, or is it time to wrap up?
Oh, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today.
Keep in tune for my anime review. It's coming soon. I promise.
Wait, what?
But finals and graduation are coming up.
Yeah.
And I work. I just finished 12 days straight.
We all work. It's like we all have to deal with customers that just don't know what they want. I swear.
Oh my god.
It's kind of like that Muriel scene that Mue showed me the other day where she's like, more macaroni, boom. Less macaroni, boom. More macaroni, boom.
More cheese.
More cheese. It's like,
oh, my taco is too cold. I'm like, I'm sorry, but the taco is supposed to be cold.
It's like, here, I don't even like tacos.
The only hot thing in that taco is the chicken. The chicken is hot. The taco is not. No, we can't put the tortillas in the grill because that's cross-contamination and all that stuff. And I was like, ugh.
It's like, just shut the fuck up and enjoy your goddamn meal. Exactly. If you don't fucking like it, there's a McDonald's down the street.
There's a Popeyes right there.
There's
a Subway next door.
I can literally see it from the register.
Exactly.
So shut the fuck up and enjoy it. We don't get paid enough to deal with your bullshit.
Well, you listen to our rants of real life. I guess it's time for you guys to go before Skynet explodes.
Oh, we're already at that point. But thank you very much for tuning in to episode 5 or episode 6. I've already lost count.
We're on episode 5. Come on, keep up with the program.
I don't even want to be a part of this stupid podcast.
Well, anyway.
I'm just kidding.
I need to do videos.
Oh, yes.
I guess it's time to sign off.
So, this is Skynet and Mue, along with their special guest, Dragon Lover, all signing off. And always remember, talking is never a crime.
Bye-bye.
I'll only get you lynched.
Until next time, guys.
Hasta la vista.